Welcome to my class once again. In the previous class, I gave you some homeworks to do, and I think you have already done those homeworks, and I have given you the answers below. Just match your answer with my answers, and you'll find out whether your answers are correct or not. I'm moving to another rules. In the previous class we discussed 5 rules. Today rule number 6. Here is the rule number 6. If the sentence is in past indefinite, the verb will be in simple past form in active mode and was were plus verb in the past participle in passive mode. In the previous class, I discussed how we can find out whether the sentence is in active mode or in passive mode, and I shall not discuss it anymore. I think you can remember it, but I have to discuss how can we find out past indefinite tense. If there is in a word like yesterday, ago, long ago, long since, last, one day, once upon a time, formerly in a sentence, we can consider the sentence as past indefinite, and if it is inactive, the verb will be simple past. If it is in passive, the verb of the bracket will be was, were plus verb in the past participle form. Let us see an example. The authority tried its best to keep people at home few days ago. That means the sentence is in past indefinite as there is a past indicating word ago. It is in active mode, so the verb in the bracket will be tried. In the second sentence, people encouraged to remain at home. If I ask the verb encourage, who encourages? There is not any answer because the answer is not in the sentence. So it is in passive mood and in past indefinite. The verb will be were encouraged. Were encouraged. Here are the answers. Tried, were encouraged. So I think you have understood past indefinite. You can now identify past indefinite, and you can now also identify whether it is in active or passive. I'm moving to the next rule. Rule number 7. If the sentence is in past continuous, the correct form of the verb will be was, were plus verb in the ing form in active mode and was, were plus being plus verb in the past participle form in passive mode. As usually we have to recognize past continuous tense. Very simply we can recognize it if there is any word like then, at that moment, at that time, that day, day after day, continuously in a sentence. So we can consider it as past continuous, and if it is past continuous, you have to put the verb as I have discussed. Here is an example. It rained at that moment and a horror film was on television. The first verb rain, second verb was. The first verb in active mode and in past continuous tense as there is at that moment. So the verb will be was raining. And the second part of the sentence is also in past continuous, and the verb will be, and it is in passive mode, The verb will be was being watched. Was being watched. I am discussing very fast. I don't want to make a video, long video. But if you have any question, you can ask me in my messenger, or you can ask me the question, or you can send me an email in the last part of my lesson. I'll give you my email address. Here are the answers. Was raining, was being watched. So I think you can identify past continuous tense, and you can put the verbs in correct form. I'm moving to the next rule, rule number 8. Rule number 8, if the sentence is in past perfect tense, the correct form of the verb in bracket depends on two words, before or after. Before or after. If the bracket is before and after, the verb will be in past perfect. That means had plus verb past participle form in active, and had been plus verb in past participle form in passive. That means বিফোরের পূর্বে, আফটারের পরে। বিফোরের পূর্বে এবং আফটারের পরে হবে পাস্ট পারফেক্ট টেন্স। অ্যাক্টিভে হলে হ্যাড প্লাস ভার্বের পাস্ট পার্টিসিপল, প্যাসিভে হলে হ্যাড বিন প্লাস ভার্বের পাস্ট পার্টিসিপল। If the bracket is after before and before after, the verb will be simple past in active, was were plus verb in the past participle form in passive. যদি ব্র্যাকেটটা বিফোরের পরে থাকে আর আফটারের পূর্বে থাকে, তাহলে ভার্বগুলি অ্যাক্টিভ মোডে হবে সিম্পল পাস্ট ফর্ম, আর প্যাসিভ মোডে হবে ওয়াজ ওয়ার প্লাস ভার্বের পাস্ট পার্টিসিপল ফর্ম। দ্যাট মিন্স এই পার্টটা হবে পাস্ট ইনডিফিনিট। তাহলে বিফোরের পূর্বে আফটারের পরের পার্টটা হবে পাস্ট পারফেক্ট, আর বিফোরের পরে আফটারের পূর্বের পার্টটা হবে পাস্ট ইনডিফিনিট। সেই অনুযায়ী তোমাদেরকে ভার্ব বসাতে হবে। এবং I think you have to study this rule very minutely, because it has many dimensions. It may be one part may be active, one part may be passive, two parts may be active, two parts may be passive. So before, you have to very attentively see whether it is before or after or after before or before after. So you have to very minutely study these rules and do a lot of exercises. I have already told you that you have textbooks with you, and in your textbooks there are a lot of examples. You have to do such examples, and doing such examples you will be very perfect in these rules. Now we shall find out some examples regarding this rule. That means rule number 8, sorry. The vaccine of COVID-19 invented before many people die. Before past perfect, and in passive had been invented. Before many people die after before, that means past indefinite, and active died. The first verb will be had been invented, second verb will be died. Another example, we become conscious after many people infected. We become conscious after many people infected. The first part before after, that means past indefinite, and active form, that means the verb will be became. The second verb infect after, that means past perfect and passive mode, had been infected. The verb will be had been infected. Another example, we reach there after the gate open. Before after reached, and after had been opened, as it is passive form. Had been opened. So I think you have understood past perfect tense, but as I said you have to be very careful uh, doing such sentences as it has many dimensions. I'm moving to the next rule. If the sentence is in future indefinite tense, the correct form of the verb in bracket will be shall or will plus verb in the base form in active, and shall be, will be plus verb in the past participle form in passive mode. That means you have to identify whether the sentence is in future indefinite. How? If there is any word like next, tomorrow, soon, uh, in coming days, in coming decades, in future, etc., then you can consider the sentence is in future indefinite tense. And if it is in future indefinite, then you have to find out whether the sentence is in active or passive mode. If it is in active, the verb will be shall or will plus verb in the base form. If it is in passive, the verb will be shall be, will be plus verb in the past participle form. Here is an example. I will live in the NFG College ICC page on Facebook tomorrow. The next I will also discuss then. It is very easy to discuss live because I don't have to need any PowerPoint slides, but there is no whiteboard today. I shall arrange a whiteboard very soon, and then I will come live, or I'll make video discussing the rules on whiteboard. Okay, B, that means shall be or will be. I shall be. The answer should be I shall be live. The first, second sentence, the next class, next rule discuss. It is in passive mode, so the next rule will be discussed. Will be discussed. Here are the answers. Will be discussed. I hope you have understood the rules. Now I am going to give you some homeworks for the next class. 7 sentences. You will find out the answers and send me the answers through email or send them to my messenger. I am giving you the email address. Just look at the examples or homeworks very minutely. You have to find out the answers of the sentences. That means you have to find out the correct form of the verbs in the brackets and write out the answers in a page and send me to my email or send me to my messengers. In the next place, I'm giving you my email address, salimskdr@gmail.com. So send me the answers to my email or to my messenger if you have connection with me. See you in the next class. Goodbye. Keep safe and be safe.